Where life, where life, where life, where life, where life, where life. This life is going to be one for the books because, anyway, good evening from Nigeria, everyone. Welcome back to the live stream. Welcome back. Please, at any point in this video, if you hear noises or a sound, please don't bother. Okay, we'll be fine. There's a lot of activities currently going on around me, and that's on dinner time, right? Okay, so we're talking about how to create content that will attract high-paying clients. Content that will attract high-paying clients. And guys, if you've ever wondered at any point why certain people have certain kinds of clients who pay like top dollar, like they like to say in the US, who pay top dollar effortlessly, and you're wondering, how do they get the people who pay them in thousands and millions? And then maybe you're also in their industry, maybe you even offer services, but you're not getting quite those kind of stuff. In fact, people are always bargaining your price, like, oh, give me discount on this, give me this, and you're wondering, so how are they doing it? How come they don't seem to be struggling to get people who pay them top dollar while I'm struggling to get people who would even get me even at my fee? It's not local, it's not. And this is something I had to learn over time. And it's not also because those people are better than you, or they are better talented, or or more beautiful than you and all that. It's just because you understand how to create compelling content that speaks directly to their ideal clients. Yes, they understand how to say what they want to say in a way that the ideal client will say, no, I'm going to work with these people. Do you understand? It's an art and a science. An art and a science, yes. These things, I didn't also learn it. I had to also learn it because being so long online, I remember I started Facebook in 2008. So that's such a long time to be online, learning digital marketing, looking at other people. But in this video, I'm going to break down how exactly I create content strategy that help me land international clients, high-paying clients, that also help me scale my business at every point and help me make millions every year, yeah, without having to chase clients. If you know me by my personality, remember I said your organization somehow takes the temperament and personality of the owner, right? By my personality, I'm not a chaser. I'm not one to do leg work, going and going and going. It gets boring for me, like, to pursue something over and over. Even to stay on a task for a long time gives me fatigue. Yeah, so I'm not someone to chase. I'm somebody to magnify and, like a peacock, and people then come. People who understand the signal come, right? So that affected my marketing for a long time because there are two ways to it. At first, I wasn't able to understand how people create compelling clients online in a way that people come to them. So that means I couldn't understand the marketing that fit my personality at first, but I had to learn. In fact, I had to pay top dollar as well to learn that kind of marketing. And I began to attract premium clients who are excited to work with me and also, go all the way. So if you're interested in this topic, don't stop watching. Please watch to the very end because that's what makes this interesting. I also need your perspective. That's why I need you to also log in, or rather drop a comment. And this is episode 14 of my video motivational series for 30 days, which is called Being Chisom. By tomorrow we'll be halfway into it. That means we'll have 16 more episodes to go. That's why we need to stay here same time every day till we are done. There's so much to unpack. There's so much you can get for free because I'm sharing, so that I can also help. Let me take you back a bit. When I first started freelancing with my editing skills and as a proofreader and all that, I struggled to get clients. Remember what I told you in the other episode? If you haven't watched them, please make sure you do them later on. I was relying majorly on word of mouth. So I'll meet people and I'll tell them this is what I do, and all that. True to be told, I was also focusing on just the area where I was operating from at that time, which was my former boss's office. So I will go around office by office, get to meet organizations that do magazines, or anybody, tell them what I do. Then occasionally, of course, I'll get a break, and then things will dry up again. Then I graduated to a point where I had worked with a few people, and then they kept referring other people to me, or they kept coming back. Remember, at this time as well, I was doing 9-to-5 jobs, so that was like my safety net. So I wasn't pushy. It seemed like it was okay for me, even when I had my partner, until I didn't have a partner again in my business, and I started running it alone. So I haven't always known how to market. And right now, I understand marketing to a point that I know that marketing is also a lot of energy. Like, you need to prepare to market to get organic clients. Now, when I finally graduated to a point where I was now getting referrals and all that, that was like like my business became stable a bit. Remember, I was in paid employment, and I was getting the amount of clients I could handle at that time. But the problem was, I was waiting for opportunities to come to me at every time, instead of me creating these opportunities. Yeah. So it wasn't until I kind of pivoted my skill into creating value-driven content that my business began to soar. Like, I began to see real results, and then suddenly I started feeling like, no, I think I need to focus on my business. And then that led to 2017, 2018, when I now, okay, we are back now. Sorry for that glitch. I don't know what happened. Okay, so I got to that point. Okay, and see, if you're somebody who is afraid of marketing, like you are afraid of putting yourself out there, you're not alone. And I'm going to tell you why I finally relied solely on digital business, running my business remotely and digitally, because it was reality. Right now, before you came, I had to learn, like I said, how to create the kind of organic content done as an expert. People take you like, oh no, this person knows what they are saying. 2, yes, can you hear me now? Sorry, my internet is okay. I think it's back now. Guys, I beg, pardon me, please. Yeah, when you start creating the right kind of content as well, it also makes people feel like, oh, I need this service, I need this product, right? And the best part is that you begin to attract clients who are willing to pay you as much as you are charging. They are not going to be saying, oh, do this for me, because they now believe that this is the person that understands what I need and is serving it. Now, I'll give you a 3-step formula that, can help you create content that is compelling, because there are certain things you must put in mind if you want to create the kind of content that will persuade people to decide to spend their money on you and take your product or your service or your advice, whatever it is you're selling. Number 1 that I had to learn was clarity. Let me tell you an instance. I struggled a lot with what should I focus on online. At that time, I was working in 9-to-5. I was promoting my blog. I was promoting the activities of my clients for my blog. I was promoting my editing and proofreading, not even a lot. So I was always like, I feel like I was talking about several things at the same time. I was talking about men empowerment, relationship as well. So it came out like, I was the one judging myself, not like people told me. It came out like people don't even know that you do publishing in that sense. So you are talking about different things, and I was just posting content like as I was led, like in the excited in my brain. But now, it could have helped me to be, to be known, to be visible, but it wasn't helping me sell at all, until I learned that you should speak to the audience you're speaking to. So it's not even about you talking about one thing in that sense, but it's about you being sure you know who every post, every video is directed to. When I learned that, it removed all of the stress of, okay, I should position in one way and all of that. Clarity is so important. See, I didn't get this until much later in my life, but I want you to get it earlier, especially if you just started out. Most people that create content without knowing their ideal clients struggle, because you'll be talking to everybody, you'll be writing content for everybody, and wondering why there is no action. People are not taking action. But if you try to also write, general posts talking to everybody, because in your head you're like, I don't want to be limiting. I want everybody to feel like I'm talking to them. You will attract nobody. And that's a truth that I didn't learn also quite early, and that's something you must not miss out on. Define who your product or your service is for. Who is your audience? I had to go to a course to actually learn this. And they also even taught me at that course that you don't just think of your audience as, let's say for instance, as people. Think of your audience as a person. Yeah, that's what they call customer avatar and all that. Think of the person as a person and identify the person in real life, because you can't be talking to an imaginary audience or imaginary person. Think of the person as a real person. Identify the person, even if maybe within your family, within your friends, within people you know online. Identify the person, then go understudy this person to know how did you identify that they have this problem that you want to solve using your product or service. How do they say they feel about not being able to solve this problem? So you need to kind of understudy their post, go back and look at the things they posted sometimes. See, we did this activity in class and it was challenging, but it was eye-opening, right? You have to know who your audience are. How old are they? Where do they live? What is their income level? What are they struggling with? How do they say what they are struggling with? So that it also helps you use the language they use to tell their problem to create your post and create, of course, the solution that you're going to bring. Define who your audience is. If they are CEOs, if they are postpartum moms, if they are youngsters, maybe teenage girls. Do you understand? You have to be direct about who your post is directed to. This is very, very important. Also, like I said, understand their pain points. How are they feeling about this thing? So if you're creating, for instance, a post that is trying to get people in academics to write books, to publish books, for instance, you have to be call out academics so that people know that those are people you're directing the subject matter to. And it will help your register. It will help the kind of anecdotes you use in that post, so that people who are academics would identify with that post easily, right? Step number 2. So don't forget, number 1 is be clear about who your product or your service is for. Okay? And of course, that's who you're writing that particular post or making that video to attract and to solve their problem through. Number 2, you have to give value, more value than you're taking. So for instance, these people that you're looking at, they already have this problem. Your content is supposed to help them solve a problem. I know that a lot of people give right, even steps and all that, and then they feel like it's not converting. Now, there's a trick to it. Make sure that you can write content that will give value to the people watching you, especially for the people you are targeting. But also, which is step number 3, something you must do. Don't just give value and go. But let me focus on this number 2. Teach people something, those same people that you're targeting. So let me say it's academics that I need them to publish books away from their normal journal publication and rest. I want them to publish books about their life or about their journey, right? I must make sure that I give them tips on how they can write the book. I give them tips on what to write about, how to approach the book, the times in their life they should recall. Stuff like that will make them say, okay, they can even take notes and note down that I'm going to do exactly this. Teach something valuable. Share success stories, especially also failures, how you did not really get things done. Give an example of maybe an academic who didn't do it properly and what happened. Give of yourself, if you're an academic as well, how you failed at certain things and the lesson that they should learn from your failure. Stuff like that. Show them behind the scenes, because you're focusing on those particular people. Let them see through you and see that you really want to help them, right? Showcase tips, things to do, step-by-step guides and all those things that will make them always take notes and come back to your content. But that's step number 3. But it's not complete without step number 4. Sorry, that's step number 2. It's not complete without step number 3, which is now take them towards an action. Some people forget this one. So you know who you're talking to. Okay, on this particular post I'm creating or this video I'm making, I'm directing it to postpartum moms, for instance. And and it's a solution I found that will help them eat right and lose belly fat fast. Now you have written the post, so you know who you're talking to. You've written the post, 5 things to do in the morning when you wake up, how to intermittently eat, or whatever the tips are. Then you finish there and that's all. No, now the third thing is, what do you want them to do after watching that video or after reading their content? And that is where your business mind has to come. That is where what is in it for you should come in place. Don't be afraid to call to action. It's called call to action. Even my 7-year-old who is learning to be a content creator understands this principle so much. Like, she makes Instagram videos, and anytime she just does her content, even me, I'm amazed, because I'm the one holding the camera, but I'm looking at her like, wow, she didn't forget. Always call to action. Tell people the next thing you want them to do. It could just be, okay, please tap on them, maybe like this video right now. That's something for you. Okay, subscribe right now. Okay, download, so and so down here. Or ask a question. It could be anything. So don't just write a post targeted at people and then you don't tell them what to do, because that's where a lot of people miss it. It's not enough to write value posts, to do case studies, to do all of those things. If you are not directing them to a solution, paid or free, then the cycle is not complete, right? So those are the 3 things to put in mind. I don't want to make it complicated, because I can break these steps further down into other words, but I don't want to get it complicated. This is a good way to start. So look at your business or your passion, whatever it is that you want to sell. Sit down now and write a script or a content that you want to put out there. Identify who you are targeting, who will buy that product, right? Then give them a tip or a case study or whatever that will help them know that, oh my gosh, this person is so right. I'm going to do exactly this. This person is speaking my mind. The value that will make them subscribe to you and want to hang on to your posts or your videos. Then make sure that video or that content always ends with an action. I would suggest you create something free that they can go back to learn or to do, that will give them immediate action. Remember, people are looking for solutions, no longer just not just information. See, there is information overload, there is information everywhere. So make sure that your value that you're creating is leading people to getting the solution you have prepared for them. So you must also go ahead to prepare that solution, whether it's a video webinar, a step-by-step guide, a formula, something that that will benefit them, that you're using your content to direct them to. That has to be prepared before even the content itself. I hope you understand that now. So whether it is click to download my book, or DM me on Instagram, or go to my description box, like now, I expect you to go to my pinned comment after this live stream to get the details of anything you need, because I'll be putting them right there. And by the way, if you're watching me and you're wondering, okay, so how do you buy from me? Simple. We are currently having enrolling for Editors Business School, which is a 1-year program for individuals who have keen eyes, who have been thinking about how to convert their skill of editing and proofreading into full-time business, or maybe part-time business, into real business where they can be paid, right? I invite you to join our next cohort, which is cohort 4, and learn. This is a 1-year mentorship program, and there are 2 online courses you complete within the period with coaching from me. 15 years of experience is not a joke, and it shouldn't be a joke to you, right? Please get in touch and get going. I'm going to post all the details in the pinned comments after now, and it's already in the description right now. So keep liking this video, and please like the video so that other people can also find it. If you also are thinking of writing a book but you're very busy, even this video you're watching it because you're just relaxing, trying to catch your breath, good, no problem. You could get in touch and give with your idea. We can help you write and publish your book in record time. Please don't forget, and please make sure that this happens. Now, where do you post when you have finally decided to write your post or your video? So let's talk about where. In the past, like say 2020 backward, my top 3 platforms to post has been Facebook, WhatsApp, but most recently, YouTube is a big deal for me. And this platform is so dear to me right now that I'm like, I have because on YouTube you have like a blog-like section, which is the community section where you can write text, so it feels like a blog for me right now. Of course, the videos, the live stream, the fact I can do long stream, I can do short stories as well, or short videos and all that. So for me now is YouTube, and I'm building my LinkedIn as well, and of course WhatsApp again. I'm going to tell you more about WhatsApp much later, because I think something in me tells me that you're overlooking that instant messaging app, and you shouldn't. You shouldn't at all. So now, for every time I have sold an online course, a digital product, a webinar, it has always been, it has always been because of consistency that will sell it out. It's not just because you have an offer. In fact, I learned to focus on your product that you're marketing for a period of at least 30 days. Yes, remember I told you I went to go learn marketing in that sense. It will shock you that it's only just marketing I learned. I went to learn how to create an online course. But that online course, I keep referencing it because it changed everything I knew about marketing, about launches, about funnels, about design, name it. Kudos to Steph Obi. Steph Obi is a Nigerian online coach who is amazing in that field, and she's my coach. I'm very proud to also say it in every video. Steph Obi is the game changer for my business entirely. Right now, I learned to focus on marketing that product for at least 30, 60 or 90 days. 30 days being the least. If you focus on something you want to sell, you have provided that offer or a framework for it, and you want to pre-sell, or it's already ready. Either way, I have other videos I've done on how to pre-sell and make money ahead of time before a product is ready. All that, I have a video on that. But right now, either one you want to do, there are ways to market targetedly until you get the number of people that you want to sell to. That means you must already have a goal, before for that offer. A goal meaning you know how many people you want to sell to. You also have a money goal, how much you want to make. So how much you want to make at the end of those of selling that product is will now be calculated based on how much you how many of those products you want to sell, multiplied by the price of that product. So that's what will give you the money goal. So you must decide it before time. That is what will make you know that, okay, I need to sell this to at least 10 people, and that will keep you motivated throughout the 30 or 60 or 8 or 90 months days that you're going to market. And that will help you to create what I call a launch plan. Oh my gosh, I need to do another video to teach you about launches. If you want it, let me know in the comment section right now. Say, teach me about launching and selling in a way that you must sell and get the number of people that you set out to sell to. See, I learned it. I paid top dollar to learn it, but I'm going to give it to you for free if you let me know in the comment section. So I learned then how to pre-launch, the kind of messages you need to put out there before the launching of the product, the kind of messages to put out there to finally get people to buy instantly, the kind of messages to put out there for people for after the launching and delivery. Game changing, I'm telling you. So please, whatever it is, make sure that you are consistent. Consistent is the name of the game. Like I said, my coach said, when you're about to sell an offer, focus on just that selling. Use different things. Even if you're wearing fine clothes and you're showing off your clothes, bring them back to what you're selling. If you're showing them behind the scenes, family time, bring them back to what you're selling for that whole time you've decided to launch it. Very powerful, and it has worked for me like crazy. See, that's why when I want to sell something, I make time for it. I make sure I'm in the right emotional state, the right mental state, because it's a lot of energy, and you need to prepare your content ahead of time. You need to have like a content strategy where you now follow, step by step, because you have to market every day. Most times you could just do 3 or 4 times in a week, but I do every day when I'm selling something, right? And you can also emulate that. It makes you engage, also make sure that you engage your audience, and it makes you sell out and become the go-to person in that field. Now, let's look at the part of what I've done over the years that have landed me international clients. I'm almost about to say angels market for Logos Audibles, but sometimes that's exactly how I feel. While I don't want to take all of the kudos for the kind of client that we have, because sometimes it's mind-boggling, right? But I want to say that these are things that I think that has worked for me. Are you ready for that part? Okay, have you liked this video? Only one person have liked this video till now. Are you serious? 25 minutes in, 1 like. That's crazy. What's happening? Why are you not liking this video? You don't know where the like button is. Tap the hamburger, that is the three dots on the top right. When you tap it, it's going to open up to some features. You're going to see the like button, this hand. Please tap it. Yeah, and also subscribe, right? Put notifications on, tap the bell. Yeah, please do that. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Please do that. So when I started publishing books and coaching editors, coaching bloggers, I didn't just promote my services in that sense. I shared my journey, what we are up to, how I'm winning, how I'm losing, what I was learning, the people I was meeting. It was just a potpourri of things, right? And this is what I found that worked. People love success stories. So when you share success stories, especially of people you worked with or of things you have done right, and what like testimonials from clients, it has a way of making people feel very confident in your client, in your offer. Try it. Go dig up what people have said sincerely about that product that you're trying to promote, and you see how it will work, especially when it comes to attracting high paying clients. Let me tell you a bit about high paying clients. They are not like the usual clientele, right? High paying clients want to be sure where their money is, not because they're afraid of losing it, but because they don't want to waste time with a time waster as well. They are very focused on what they want to achieve. Okay, and they also want value for their money, but it's not the kind of value about, oh, I paid this, I want to get this. They want to solve their problem. They don't just want to feel all right, and feel like, okay, I paid for this. No, they want to get results, right? And most times they are the kind of client that want to know who this has worked for. They will ask you for past clients and how they assess this service. So you must be ready with your testimonials, with your case studies, with actual people's name, phone numbers, emails that they can actually call up to ask. You get? So you must see, don't play. High paying clients are served differently. They are not served like everybody, right? If you want me to do another video focused on what to know when serving paid client, high paying clients, let me know in the comment section as well. Share your success stories with people that have results with you. You can't doctor it. You can't. Now, also, when you share, remember, I'm still telling you the kind of content that worked for me. Now, another kind of content that worked is the mistakes I've made. Common mistakes that people make in that thing you're selling. Let's say you're talking about why Africans need to go all in on having business websites, for instance. You need to give people insight into some mistakes people make when they're creating websites, either because they don't put about me, or they don't set up their sales funnel with their website so that they can sell. Whatever, those kind of 5 mistakes people make with this, 5 mistakes you shouldn't do when you're doing this. Those kind of content are fire. Like, they go so far. People love it. Also, make content about your mindset and how it's shifting, how some things you used to believe and hold on to before, you have unleashed them because you're learning new things, because life is progressive. So when people can feel like they are following your journey and your growth, it gives them more confidence in who you're becoming as well. See, serving high paying clients is, for me, is easier. I know when I used to sell products of 1,000, all that, the struggle is a lot, and sometimes you don't need to struggle that much to win high paying clients. I can tell you for free. Being consistent and being intentional about what you want to get at the end of the post, at the end of that video, is very key. Now, let me come to WhatsApp. I thought I'll come back to WhatsApp. WhatsApp is an absolute game changer. If you're not using WhatsApp status, you don't post anything there, or maybe you're just posting comedy and regular things people are posting. Have you taken time to look at the number of people who watch your status and the quality of people? It will shock you. Go and check. If you're not using it to sell, to drive your agenda, to sell your products, you are sleeping on top dollar. I'm telling you, if you don't use the broadcast feature, I don't know how to help you, because the truth is that is one feature that has changed everything I do when it comes to business. And of course, it means you have to create broadcast lists, and you have to create it in a way that will suit you, whether you want to do men and women differently, or you want to do it by how you know people, or so you have to figure that out for yourself according to what your aim is. Broadcast feature helps you send messages to people. One message can go to everybody on the broadcast list, and you can take up to 256 people. So you can send one message and reach 263 people. I have about 12 lists that I market. I didn't put everybody on my broadcast list, because I also asked people whether they want me to send them periodic messages. When you say no, I don't add it to my broadcast list. So you have to do it ethically as well. So when I meet somebody and save a new number, I'll ask you whether I should put it on a broadcast list, and I tell you the duration of my messages, maybe once a week or once in 2 weeks. If you say yes, I add it to one. That way you don't miss out. Please keep liking this video. I still haven't seen any more like. Why guys? Like this video please, and subscribe to the channel. Okay, now if you've gotten so much value already, I'm going to continue with that WhatsApp talk soon, but I'm just like, I don't know why tonight I'm not getting the likes that I need. It makes me happy. So you guys don't want to make me happy, just one person, and I think it's African Tales and Beef, because that was when I got this like. No, please like this video as you're watching me. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel. This channel is for personal finance. We talk money, opportunities, and business, and this is the only place you should come, because this is where you can actually ask questions in the comment section, and I'll do a whole video describing it and giving you a solution almost immediately. You can't not subscribe, and you can't not like this video, right? Except you think I'm talking absolute rubbish. Please like this video and share it with somebody who would need this. Okay, now the broadcast feature is one of my biggest changes. I started using broadcast feature in 2014, I guess, just as BlackBerry Messenger was being phased out. That was another tool I used, the BlackBerry feature. I started using WhatsApp. I give the most kudos to WhatsApp, really. Yeah. And also I do one-on-one chat. WhatsApp helps you to stay in touch with people one-on-one as well, follow up, and also you can create groups. I mean, I've used WhatsApp groups to sell out mastermind for a year, 6 months, all that. I still have my editors hub, which is a free platform you can join. If you want to join, also ask me in the comment section and I'm going to direct you. Come along. Yeah, if you're somebody who is in the business of book editing, book proofreading, publishing, ghostwriting, that's a platform to be. Okay, I have somebody who joined even today. I'm a testimony to what WhatsApp can do for someone's business. And yes, I created a whole series on this channel on my on WhatsApp and how to use it and all that. Please go check out. I have about 5 audio content right here on WhatsApp that you can learn from. So after this live stream, just go scroll the video part. You're going to see them. So I will also try to link it in the comments, later. I hope I remember. Now, if you got value for this video so far and you have questions, this is the time we shall take it. Ask me questions right now so that we can begin to wrap up. I want to hear from you. What has been your biggest struggle when it comes to attracting people that will pay your fee and will not be charging you and be making you feel bad? I had that feeling a lot for years, so I know exactly how you feel when you have sat down. You said, okay, this service is going to be this amount, because this is the amount that when you get paid, to keep you motivated to deliver your best. But somebody make you feel like, oh my gosh, no, XYZ person, charges like 50% less. This person charged this, and you'll be feeling guilty, right? I know how that feels. But if you want, and I know how it also feels to get people who will say, oh, how much is it? And you tell them like, oh, okay. But they're focusing on other things like delivery, like how they feel, like the value you're giving, rather than how much it is. It feels so good, trust me. It feels so good. And again, what I find is also, if you've not been somebody who understands value and pay for value, it's difficult for you to assertively name your price and own it, because you'll be feeling guilty, you'll be feeling back and forth, like, there's something wrong. And also because so many people don't put a lot of emphasis on non-tangible. So when something is a digital product or is a course, they feel like they can say, hey, well, I've created it already, let me just give them. No, I used to feel that way as well. But you need to grow into this level that I'm talking about if you don't want to struggle for long. And that's why I'm here, so that you cut your struggle short, because I made all of those mistakes so that you don't have to. If I don't have questions in the next 5 minutes, I'll take it that this is a wrap. And I want to know what your biggest struggles are. If you're serious about transforming your business, making money, cashing in on opportunities and all that, and you want to join my editor business school for the next cohort starting next month in March, or you want to learn how to write your own book, or you want us to help you publish your own book, talk to us. All of the contents, all of our emails are going to be in the description box. It's already there right now. To get to the description box is very easy. Just tap the title of this video right now. The description box will pop up and you can read all the information there. Get our email address, shoot us an email, and I'll be waiting for you on the other side. All right, so I will see you again same time, which is 9 p.m. Nigerian time, Lagos time, tomorrow. If you have questions and we're already offline, I will always answer, even while off live, right? And don't forget to join me tomorrow and like this video and subscribe. See you. Good night from Uyo in Nigeria. Bye.